Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 6th of May and I have some news for you regarding Infinity Ward, as we have some rather interesting news for you today, as Infinity Ward and Neversoft are going to merge. Now, this was a little bit of a rumour at first, but it has actually been officially confirmed by Infinity Ward on Twitter, and they basically said, quote, "We're thrilled about our merger with Neversoft. The entire team is excited about the future." Now, the rumour, the original one of course, came from a memo distributed by the Activision CEO Eric Hirshberg, which said, quote, "As you know, Neversoft and Infinity Ward teamed up for the development of Call of Duty Ghosts. And through that process, it became clear that the two studios have very complementary skill sets. Between these two excellent studios, it seemed like a single Superstudio could emerge." And the Activision Executive VP of Worldwide Studios, Dave Stoll, will be at the helm of the new studio, and the current leader of Infinity Ward, who is Steve Ackridge, will remain with the studio. Now, the Neversoft studio lead Joel Jewett and the studio director Scott Pease have both retired, saying, quote, "As a gamer, all I can say is that both Joel and Scott, and this comes from Hirshberg by the way, come out of retirement someday and develop more great Activision games for all of us to play. As a colleague of Joel and Scott's, all I can say is thank you and congratulations on an incredible run." Now, for those who are wondering, Neversoft is a name that most of you probably know, but they have been involved in developing franchises, or titles in franchises rather, including Tony Hawk's Pro Skating and Guitar Hero. So there you go, a rather interesting piece of news. I don't think any of us expected this to follow the development and release of Call of Duty Ghosts. So what does this mean? Well, obviously Infinity Ward aren't actually involved in the development of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That is entirely down to Sledgehammer Games. Now, they are, as you might expect, outsourcing the current last-gen versions, similar to how Titanfall was done. Respawn, of course, developed the Xbox One and PC versions themselves, and then Bluepoint Games was responsible for handling the Xbox 360 version. So basically, that's how it's going to work with the Advanced Warfare. Sledgehammer are going to be dealing with next gen and PC, and then someone else is going to do the last gen PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. Now, it could be possible that Infinity Ward will be handling that, but I don't really see that happening. It's probably going to go to a smaller studio with Infinity Ward and Neversoft combining on a new project, not necessarily a new IP, but something that's not Call of Duty, basically. That's what I hope for anyway. It'd be much better to see the Super Studio put to good use rather than just working on the last-gen port of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. But of course, we don't know what projects we're going to see them work on in the future. Now, what would you like to see them work on? What would you like to see from the studio? I would love to see Infinity Ward take on some new ideas that isn't anything to do with Call of Duty. And with Neversoft behind them as well, they will probably be a slightly improved studio as well. So it'd be interesting to see what they come out with. But as I said, do let me know what you guys think. What projects would you like to see them working on? And what do you think is going to happen for the future of this new Super Studio? Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.